Okay.
Sure.
Everybody say hello.
Hi.
Hey!
Again, you're like doing that camera angle. It's the Twitch cam girl angle right there. Wrong kind of cam girl. Twitch is a game streaming website. And every single girl streamer, it seems like, has the camera pointed directly down her cleavage, and it annoys the shit out of me.
That's how you get
marketing.
I know.
Marketing.
Yeah,
it is.
I've got my marketing right
Sex
here.
sales.
Ben, squish together your fur.
Anyway, I apologize for the terrible audio that may persist for the next few episodes or even recording sessions. Kate and I are packing up to move. I do not have my audio stuff set up, so it's headphones for now. Everyone else sounds the same.
Relatively
Yeah, first thing you packed
normal.
up was the sound equipment.
I don't know. I find Kate's kind of doing this weird Matrix lag jump thing for me, but that's about it.
Yeah, the webcam on that laptop sucks, so.
Yeah.
Oh, now I see what you mean.
It's
No,
kind
I
of
was
like just
rubbing it.
when you turn the
It just
lights
kinda
on and
cleaned
off.
Here.
No, it's
Oh.
not
Yeah,
that you're blurry because of lag, not because of
Yeah.
yeah. Essentially, you're like going frame by frame for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the frame rate on the laptop webcam. It's not great. There we go. Anyway, introductions. I am Jacob. I am the DM. I am 6'2" with reddish blonde hair and not single. Engaged to Kate. Moving on to Zach. We haven't done it in a while, so go ahead and describe your character as we go down. So, Baldur. What is Baldur? What does he look like?
He's a half elf. He has hair and arms.
How many arms?
2
Okay.
for now.
Oh, see, you should have gone with more, Zach. That was your chance.
Oh. My actual name is Heisenberg. No, it's actually Baldur, I guess. I don't know.
But you do have a secret identity.
You have some awesome
But-
flame tattoos up and down your arms.
Yes, I have those. Those
One
are pretty
arm.
awesome.
His left arm.
Oh, I thought it was
Left
both
arm.
arms.
Nope, just left.
One, if I remember right. Or
I'm
I
also
drawn him
left-handed.
wrong.
Because, yeah, left-handed, even though I'm not left-handed in real life.
It's roleplay, damn it.
Yep, that's fine.
I do what I want, bitch.
I'm somewhat eccentric due to my father, but I tried to escape that fate. Although I am the heir to toast. For my father is the Baron of Toast.
A toast to the air toast.
It's
still
toast
waiting.
Am I the
7.
only one drinking? Jesus
At the moment.
Christ.
I'm eating cheese.
Kate and I just got back home, so
Seriously, I walked in and the computer
I've
set
got-
up for me.
I've got whiskey.
I've been fighting all day. I don't
All
need
right.
whiskey.
Kate, grab me my whiskey case.
Like hell.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, Warwind. I meant to
Ain't
ask,
married
what was the brand of bourbon that you brought down 2 weeks ago?
Oh, shit, I'll have to get to you on that one after this.
Okay.
The bottle is in my car.
All
I know,
right,
that's a great place to
so-
keep a half-full bottle of bourbon.
I don't see any reason why not.
I know. I could get
I think
pulled
I'll have
over
to
and-
visit Clear Lake sooner so I can feel that, because it's the smoothest bourbon I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good bourbon. Anyway, Dragnos, Dan, who is playing Dragnos, describe Dragnos for us.
Right. I am a drow who is 120 years old and 6 feet tall. My epic destiny is unavailable. So
Quit reading. Quit reading your character sheet. And what does he look like?
How does a 6 foot tall dark elf hide so well?
yeah, I mean that's really it. Oh yeah, and my alignment is evil. So that probably informs how I look too. So picture whatever you're picturing before. Now just make it more sinister, and you got it.
Some
Whoa.
Dark skin, white hair.
The thing is, he keeps drifting more towards chaotic neutral than actually evil. So,
Damn it! I'll have to try harder.
oh,
You
chaotic
guys have
neutral can be
for
declared
goats.
as evil depending on in what context it is.
I'd
Just kill
rather
everybody you
not
see
have
now.
there be any sort of like questions about definition, I'm just gonna go evil. That way you guys are gonna be like, is he neutral? Is he evil? Nope, he's just evil.
Why did he just murder 22 babies? Good God.
They were in the way.
Oh, what? They're not gonna
They
stop
were riding my goats.
Of that one gold piece.
I was gonna steal all their pillows and their heads were there. What would you have done?
Not
Babies
stain
don't
my
use
pillows with
pillows.
blood. Especially not baby blood. That's terrible to get out. Okay, we've gone down
wait,
a
why
dark
did we
alley
do
here.
this?
Let's go back to the light and go to
But
our
isn't it
local
great?
paladin, Ventanus.
But it's so
Bring us to
great.
the lights.
I guess I am 6 foot, brown hair, married to Hannah. Oh wait,
That's
sorry,
you.
we're describing our character, unlike what Jacob, our GM, did. Asshole.
has
Hey,
no
Yeah,
character,
no,
though.
Ben.
Yeah, I have no
I'm
char-
6 feet tall and 120 years old.
I am every character.
Wait, you're not?
Ben, he can
Surprise.
be Ben. He can describe himself as whatever he wants. He could be a giant
Don't you
pink
see that painting
dinosaur
behind
with
him? He's
black
Dorian Gray.
dots.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, I don't see a painting behind me.
No.
I am white. White.
Hey, quit stealing my title.
So, But,
Ventanus, what
yeah.
do you look like?
I think I'm pale in the face. It's been a long time since I've actually looked at my character sheet.
Want me to
Character
tell you? Because I
sheet,
drew
very
you that
top.
long ago. You're pretty much how you look. Longer hair, full brown, pretty pale, ghostly eyes. Average.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jinx. Good job.
I know everybody.
He hasn't
He's
looked
so
in a mirror for a long
enigmatic.
time.
Yeah, I haven't looked in the mirror.
Good
Everybody.
looking.
Because I'm
God
afraid
damn,
I
when did I get a tan?
They're cracked, so you can't really do it too often.
I'm afraid what I might see. So,
On to our local warlock, Unalak. The local slut.
Sex Piston.
Did you call me a sex pistol?
Sex Pistol, yeah.
Well, you are.
He called
You
it
kinda
her a
are.
sex piston first. which-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
said
what I heard.
piston, but I meant piston.
First off, wrong gender if you're gonna call it a sex piston.
Yeah.
I have 2 fists.
Oh!
Oh boy, no. We're going
And
to...
this got graphic.
That's part 2 of bloopers now, isn't it?
Anyway, I'm Unalak. I am a catfolk that has the resemblance of a snow leopard with a dragon mark over my left eye, I believe.
She likes the double fist and all the types of ways you can put that in.
Well, you know,
Her tail.
I don't go one way or the other, I go all the ways, so.
All the way or not at all.
We
Yeah.
wondered how she got so many scratches.
Oh, that's just the fleas. She can't help it.
Yeah.
Last time she goes to a brothel in that city.
It was worth it.
For
They
who?
loved me. They wanted to hire me.
You could never afford me.
No,
I'm
the
too
problem
good for this.
the problem was she was doing it for free and wasn't making any money.
Maybe.
Oh, God.
On to
I will not
Jinx.
tell.
Kate, who is playing Jinx. What does Jinx look like? Look like. Good English, Jacob.
Well, Jinx is a bit of the oddball, for she is a dragonborn, a bronze dragonborn.
More odd than a person that looks like a cat.
Wow.
Well, I would say
we've got a
so
cat person
personally.
and a dragon person. I'd say they're equally odd.
True.
Well, anyways, I stand about 6'5", 125 pounds, 250 pounds. I am a ranger. I have a little friend who toots my owl bear. He looks like a bear, but he's half snow owl as well, and he's adorable. And
Okay.
that's pretty much everything.
Okay. On to Garrett. Fakir Afthammer. What does Fakir look like?
Hello there!
Oh boy.
I'm 180 pounds, a solidly built skinny dwarf, with a long red beard, a very large warhammer, and a very short temper for anything bigger than me. Though I have a massive...
Put that in perspective. You weigh as much as I do, and I'm taller than you.
Exactly.
He weighs less than I do, and I'm taller than him.
Dwarves are solid. Like,
Yeah.
rock. They're pretty much made of rock almost.
Solid as a rock.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of like
I
I
am
am
a rock.
right now.
Right.
Nobody needs to know that.
Zach, put away the porn.
I'm gonna assume it's a good thing that I wasn't paying attention at that point.
Well, short and simple, he hates rats, he hates anything bigger than him, and he loves killing things. And he's trying
So
to
you
build
hate
a mind
And
out of everything.
drinking. He likes drinking.
I like how I went for what does he look like, and Garrett just dove into personality traits.
That's all he has
Well-
going for him.
Yeah.
He's got a really nice personality.
What?
What do I got?
He's a real
I got a beard and a
eyesore.
big nose. That's about all I got.
He's on.
Short, stumpy. I am a classic dwarf.
I mean, if you like a miniature cousin It, that's all up to you. But you know,
Wait, I would love to have one of those.
Hey, you do.
Cool. I'm gonna bring you home and keep you as a pet.
Good luck.
that's a good
carrying.
idea.
No, he
Keep him
smells
chained
way
up.
too much to keep as an
Play well
indoor
with
pet. He'll
goats.
need a shed.
Yeah, that's right. You're probably not house trained.
I don't play well with goats.
All right.
And he's not paper trained either.
Yeah.
Hey, I have.
That's
paper.
okay. You won't have to worry about encountering the ghost because I'd keep you outside, actually.
Don't I feel loved? Yes, this is all a fuck
He's
your
our
ass
resident
life.
cheerleader, is what he is.
Yeah, well, it keeps you alive.
Woo,
too.
go team!
And he's also our resident awkward conversation starter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I will gladly take that title because someone has to.
The funny part is this
Yeah, and
charisma.
then one of us has to pick up the pieces
Hey,
and try
hey,
and put them back together again.
His charisma
it's like
score is
making a
high
work
enough to
of
be able
art.
to fumble through most conversations, but his rolls aren't that good.
Yeah. Luck is not my lady.
No. Anyway, when
It is me.
when we last left our heroes, they had defeated a giant silver orb out of sheer boredom by DM. Thanks for dragging that fight out.
Woo!
You're
Um,
welcome.
Staying alive.
I tried my hardest. I tried, and
Hey,
I
we got a
failed.
good chunk out of it.
It-
And
it
we all
was-
carried some pieces with us.
It wasn't really the fact that you guys were hitting, it's the fact that nobody was hitting. It was just whiff, next side, whiff, next side, whiff.
I kept it in place though, and did some cold and necrotic damage to
You
it.
did.
We did a lot of damage. It's just going so slow. You couldn't deal with it. We would have won if you just gave us another hour.
And
Well, that
I-
exactly. That was
we
the
didn't
other
have
hour.
anybody dying. So
Thanks,
I was,
but no
that was
thanks.
pretty impressive.
It was that other hour that it's like, okay, they're gonna win anyway. Screw it. Anyway, they went into a big square-looking building that's kind of like a castle, kind of like half castle, half weird-looking
Tower.
pagoda skyscraper thing.
Tower.
Tower, yeah. Found a bunch of like brass pipes going in and out of doors. Like it's been basically retrofitted to be steam powered almost. It looks like. I'm sure if anyone
Funky.
who,
Jinx.
yeah, Jinx is gonna touch him. Jinx, you touch it, it's
I'm
hot.
gonna touch it. I am a dragon. I can handle heat.
Jinx touches a pipe, it's hot. There might be a cold one in there somewhere. It seems to be liquid going through that one. But they found a halfling, a young halfling girl, woman, I guess would be a better, because she's, you say halfling girl and you think like tiny little thing. This is like a full-grown halfling woman that just happens to be the size of a girl. But has a big scarf wrapped around her neck, that hides a big, like, almost hand-sized scar that goes across her neck. She can't talk. Vindanis has infiltrated her brain, and she's currently chatting away with him, like,
That sounds creepy.
at a
I
million...
think she was chatting with all of us.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, we kind of opened a chat network.
she's currently talking thinking at a million miles an hour because she has had trouble for at least the last couple years communicating with anyone. And now she's just so excited. And I don't remember if I gave her a name because I didn't write it down in my notes, but for now, until I am corrected, she will now forever be known as Tabitha.
A lovely name.
A lovely name. Anyway, you are walking down this dark hall with Tabitha with a sunrod over her head, helping you down the hall, and she turns the corner, and there is a big obviously a workshop. There's benches full of tools everywhere. There's various bits and bobs of gadgets and pieces of metal and hammers and anvils and a small forge and stuff like that. Kate has a cat.
Angel wanted to say hi.
Yeah, Angel wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Dinner.
You gotta make a cameo during this. I mean, she's too adorable not to.
We can make the cat do an owlbear.
This is Hoot Hoot. My little Hoot Hoot.
Your little hoot hoot. Okay, so she leads you into this workshop area. You are immediately, there is a pungent smell of like oils and anyone skilled in magic can definitely smell or even like
My
feel.
spidey senses are going.
Your arcane spidey senses are going where it's like, ooh, it seems a little magical in here. Like the entire place is oozing magic. The castle before was oozing magic, but this is like the source of it.
My beard is split out like a bunch of cat bristles. I think there's magic in here.
Your beard tells us that.
No fucking shit. We just got done killing a giant magical construct, and we're in a place where a mage lives and works. Yes, there's a lot of magic here.
Good detective work.
Yeah, I'm a regular Batman.
Nice job, Sherlock.
So,
Batman.
what's the name of the dude that we're trying to be?
Falon.
Fallon. Right. Like Jimmy Fallon.
We're being brought to him.
Spelt with one L, not two.
Yep.
So Phelan?
Phelan?
Fallon. I pronounce it Fallon, but
Alright.
Give it a fancy
like
symbol
Falon.
above the A.
besides, I always thought Jimmy Fallon before I actually heard his name pronounced. I thought it was Falon.
I am Falon, hear me roar.
I will crush you under my immense weight.
Anywho,
That'd be a great name for a giant. Just, I am Falon!
hey, give it time. This is a long journey.
I see that in our future.
No, I'm afraid I see dragons in our future.
I'm going to address
I am a
Tabitha.
You
Okay,
going to
type
address
of dragon.
Tabitha?
Yeah, Tabitha.
Tabitha? Yes.
So, is there anything we should know about Fallon before we speak with him?
No, not really. He tends to be on the more unusual side of society.
Well, we're used to that.
Okay, yes. I can see by... Yes. But
I saw that look.
Yeah, you don't need to name names, we know.
yes. But he tends to be on the more unusual side of things, but he's generally harmless. No necromancy or dark arts or anything like that. Mostly tinkering with his little constructs.
Alright. When will we see him?
In fact,
Constructs are harmless.
in fact, when she says that, you see like some little like spidery little thing that's about the size of a small tea, like a tea plate. The thing you set your tea, a saucer. The
A
thing
saucer?
Yeah, a saucer. You see it like come up on top of a workbench, skitter over, grab a little bit of metal, and skitter back down onto the floor.
Wow, they're a lot more efficient than dwarven workers. Normally they want to get drunk before they start.
So when will we see Fallon?
He should be somewhere over that direction. She points like back towards like a darker section, and every once in a while you see like a small strobe light effect back in that corner. I am actually going to get your rooms ready because you may be here for a while. And she like skitters off.
Very well. Thank you, Tabitha.
Did anybody else think that sounded ominous?
Nope.
What?
Fallon just may be a busy guy.
Well,
is
if
eccentric.
he's eccentric and into his constructs. However, I say we venture towards this stroby lighty area in the pure darkness and see if we can find him.
Alright.
Alright.
If we find another one of those giant silver balls, I say we run, because I'm...
It won't fit in the hallway, you idiot. You'll just be a little spider.
Or it could be a giant
used to
ball that
squish
takes
in little
the whole
things.
hallway.
You can squish little things, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, I'm resisting the urge to crush all these spiders.
Yeah, that might not be a good thing.
Do
All right.
it.
So you guys start heading back into the depths of this workshop area. Someone get anyone trained in Arcana? Give me a perception check. Trained
in Arcana, give you
Nope.
Perception check. Okay.
give you a
Well.
perception check.
How high is trained in Arcana?
Trained in Arcana. It will
Meaning
literally have a
you
tick
change.
mark saying trained in Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what do you know?
Boo!
Unalak. There's something fishy about this room, but you can't put your finger on it.
I can't. Hey guys, there's something weird about this place, but I'm not entirely sure what yet.
Does
It's
it
So-
smell of fish?
Like,
but you guys
Keep your eyes peeled.
are you all just like headed back in one big group? Is someone staying behind, or just all
We're gonna
forward?
get into another fight, aren't we?
I'm going to stay behind.
You're gonna stay behind.
yeah, I'll join you on that one.
You
I'm
find
going towards
I'm going forward. Let's go,
Same here.
Jace. We don't need these scared men.
No, we do not.
Vendonis, are you coming with us?
I don't know who needs a healer more.
You should go with them.
I think I'll go with the girls.
You need to place your hands on people to heal. I just have to yell at them to heal.
What's so funny?
Fakir, I am guessing you missed my so-called girl skills at the party last time.
Yeah, you were flat out drunk then.
I'm
yeah,
giving
it
you an
didn't work out
opportunity
well.
here. Take it.
So
The funny
yeah,
part
I
is,
am,
Fakir
I
actually
am
won
not a
that
ladies'
match.
man.
Down.
I am
Yeah,
not a
he
ladies'
needs to lay his
man.
hands on something, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, see,
might have
that's
to
I
the
don't
thing.
clarify that for me.
lay on hands is a touch
I,
skill.
His cheeks.
touch them boobies.
I could just imagine
Gotcha,
the Dallas
thanks.
touching our cheeks to
You're
heal.
welcome, Dan. Glad I could clarify.
Yep. Where would I be?
Right
I
there.
was touching boobs.
Yeah, that's what the illusion was too.
All right, so Baldur is staying
When?
behind.
Why wasn't I invited?
Zach!
Oh.
Who else is staying behind, or is it just going to
Well,
be Baldur sitting at the entrance?
Zach, if I ever get boobs, you'll be the first to touch them.
Don't hold him to that.
That's great.
See, Zach will be the
I'm
third to
staying
touch him if I get
behind.
him.
I'm staying behind, and Baldur's staying behind, but it sounds like everybody else is going forward. Dregnas?
Where
Stay
we
or go?
I'll
We're
go.
going into the mystical
shit?
place.
Alright.
Alright, let's march.
Okay, first off, well, actually, yeah, Dragnas, Vindanis, Unalak, and Jinx all head deeper into this workshop area, passing like shelves of knickknacks and odds and ends and weird crystals and all that kind of stuff.
Anything worth taking?
Lots of stuff worth taking. Lots of stuff that looks very dangerous, in fact.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I will come back for you later.
Why later?
Because the last thing I want to do right now is set off some sort of weird trap, and then before we
Really
go visit
fuck
this
us
dude-
over.
I'll do that as we're leaving.
Leave it to the drow to fuck us over.
In fact, wait,
hey, I'm being considerate. I'm waiting until we're leaving to risk pissing this guy off.
Oh, well,
fa-
thank you
in
very
fact,
much.
Dragnas, as you're walking back, because you're actually actively looking, you happen to see at least 4 or 5 shelves, like, stacked up against each other that seem to have an array of, like, weapons and armor that all looked very, very complete. Like, everything else around here looks unfinished or, like, taken apart in some way. These are all, like, finished products, almost.
Cool. What kind of weapons and armor do we got?
Do you go over and check?
Yes.
Okay. I will let you go over and check while the rest of the group moves on. We will get back to you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Dregnas, I just want to say, I have no encumbrance. I'm just letting you know that now.
First off, you're back at the entrance, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know that.
It's a common
so
knowledge,
Vindanis, Unalak, and Jinx head deeper back into the warehouse, and you start to hear this sound.
Okay.
Like something sucking in a lot of air.
Ah!
I said air, not juice.
Well, we know. I love how the one
Apparently about Unlock's weakness.
Moist.
and that's why she hates Dragnos.
I can see him ready
Mystery
to rip
doll.
off her headphones.
Anyway, Vidanis, Unalak, and Jinx keep heading back, and the noise keeps getting louder and louder. And eventually, like, a small buzzing noise starts to, like, accompany it.
IMAX?
Interesting.
This is concerning.
What can we do about this?
Let's just approach with caution.
Approach with caution. I like
Can we
it.
do like an insight check or perception check to
It'd be a
maybe figure out what it sounds like?
It'd be a perception check, yeah.
Perception.
Perception.
You are now Perteski.
Vindanis, you perceive that it is nothing you have ever heard before.
Whoa.
Of course not.
Not a good sign.
Girls, I have no clue what this sounds like. Are we sure we want to keep going forward?
Well,
However,
if he is this way, I agree. Let's proceed with caution. If it looks
We can always turn back.
precarious, just like peeking around the corner, we can just go back.
Okay.
Jacob, where's
Proceed.
Is the charger still in the backpack? Okay. Pierre just told me battery low.
Okay, so you guys all keep headed back, and the noise has actually hit like a fairly steady drone. It's not getting any louder, it's not getting any softer, but it is still.
Uh-oh.
That
Somebody's
lip.
trying their hands.
People trying.
Oh, walk it out. I'll walk it out.
Trying to think. I just about stopped recording. Didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking at your skills to see what I can torture you guys with.
Oh, God.
Woo!
Skills challenge.
No, not a skills challenge.
See how long you can last in that noise.
I'm
That'd be
you know,
really
looking back.
I put my
The
fingers in my ears.
Long distance
I use my
healer.
my athletic fingers.
I love how
Just like
our
you roll a 1, you fail. Stab your brains out with your own fingers. Anyways,
Anyway, you guys round a corner of very tall shelves, and you see a man, like backlit by some kind of crystal, tinkering with some kind of machine that the machine is obviously, or some kind of construct, and the construct is obviously making this sound. He's
Does it get below?
He's fairly tall, at least 6 foot, somewhere between like 6 foot, 6'3", somewhere in those range. Dark black hair, but with like big white streaks going through it. He's wearing some kind of like tool belt, but this tool belt has like it doesn't have like hammers or screwdrivers and stuff. It has like wands and rods and like little magical like bottles of glowing powder or stuff like that.
So, Magic Man's Batman belt.
Kind of.
I say we wait to see what he does with this construct first, and then once he's perhaps reached a lull in his work, then we address him.
Alright, so
Agreed.
you guys are standing up behind him.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't move. Stay beside me. Don't touch anything.
Vindanis, Unalak, Jinx, give me a perception check.
I can see Hoot kind of pawing at one of the spiders crawling by.
Yeah, I'm hoping Hoodoo leaves things alone.
Man, Adonis is seeing everything today.
Okay, Unalak and Vindanis.
Of course, I don't notice the thing.
You look around, or you're
You're too
like
busy
as you're
with
waiting for
life.
him to finish whatever he's doing. You just kind of are standing there, and you look around, and sitting right behind Jinx is a big target.
Oh shit!
Jinx,
Okay, I
What's your
grab Jinx
reflex?
and I pull her over to the side
give
with me.
give me an athletics check.
Don't fail this, because Hoot's with you.
Kate, give me an athletics check.
Oh, I thought you were talking to her.
No.
Athletics. I think I'll be okay.
Move your ass, Jinx.
19. That's good enough. Anyway,
Grab Hoodoo and we shift.
nope.
What about Hoot?
As you guys are waiting there, and just as Vindanis and Udalak just kind of like both look at each other like, "Oh God, are you seeing what I see?" And look at Jinx. You see the guy that's doing something with his machine turn around, and he has like this big cylindrical structure pointed straight at Jinx. And not
geez.
paying attention, he just throws a lever on it, looks over, and just looks at Jinx like, "No!" Jinx ducks down just in time to like feel this massive gust of air just go right across her back and blow this wooden target to smithereens.
Do Balder and I hear
Jesus.
the explosion?
Balder, Dragnos, and Fakir all hear a big explosion in the distance, yes.
This is why you stay where you are when somebody tells you to stay where you're supposed to be in a workshop.
Exactly what I was thinking.
This is why when people go to explore the workshop, I go somewhere else and start trying to steal stuff.
We'll move on
I
to...
hope Dreadnought didn't blow it up.
In fact,
Yeah, we're fine.
as the dust
Fine.
settles from that, we will go over to Balder and Fakir, who are standing at the entrance.
So, can we go check on them? Because I'm pretty
No,
sure
they're probably
Dreadnought
dead.
is the cause of that.
They're probably dead.
You
It's
sure?
fine. Yeah.
But didn't Jigs have that armor that you liked?
I don't really care anymore. It's gone now.
Fair point. So who
And-
do you think caused it? I'm still thinking Dreadnought, though. Hoot was pawing at the spiders earlier.
I'm guessing it was actually Falon, but, it's his workshop, and he's eccentric. He does weird things. He probably blew them up.
You sound like you're taking this from experience.
Yeah. You'd be around my father long enough, you'd know.
Anyway, moving on from Balder and Fakir, let's go to Dragnos. Dragnos, you're looking at a shelf full of lots of magical items.
And you hear a sudden explosion.
They are
Well,
all...
no, hang on. I was here before the explosion happened, so I get some time to check it out before I have to deal with that.
They are all
Um,
conveniently labeled, in fact.
Ooh. I like that a lot.
Tell me what you see on this shelf.
Oh my.
Oh
Just-
my gosh, this is like a fucking free ticket.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I mean, like, oh, there's a lovely pair of boots there, and I will tell you what they do.
Oh, so I can't say that there's like
No.
solid gold dagger?
No.
There's a
Damn.
solid gold dagger with a plus 10 modifier to attack.
Yeah.
I can
right
use that.
here.
Alright, well, I see a really nice looking set of light armor.
You see a nice set of light armor.
Yes,
You look at it.
I do.
It says armor of water breathing. And you flip it over. You flip it over and it says status failure. Armor only works above ground.
Ooh. Zing.
Can I determine what the actual, armor rating of it is?
It's just some basic like leather armor.
Oh, damn. Alright.
It does not work underwater.
Dragnos, do you
Apparently
see?
not.
I gathered that part from the label. All right, I check out dagger.
Dagger?
Yes.
You find a dagger of fire.
Promising.
You flip over
What
the
does it
card.
do? Yes.
Status failure. Only works underwater.
Dragnos, do you see any arrows lying around anywhere? I'm curious on this.
All right. I see a longsword.
You see a longsword?
Yes.
You see a longsword. You pick it up. You look at it.
Yeah. Yep.
It appears just to be a regular longsword.
God damn. You're like determined to not give me anything good to steal in these games.
The little card on it says, "Unable to enchant sword. Will investigate further."
All right. How about a set of heavy armor?
Set of heavy armor.
Yeah.
You found armor of negation of attacks.
Oh, that's too good to be true. I'll check it out though.
Status failure. Only works with attacks less than 5 psi.
I mean, that's something. You know, it would stop like a poison dart. Maybe.
In fact, as you're looking around, you look up, and there's a sign on this group of shelves that says "Failed Experiments."
Who puts a special shelf up for failed experiments?
When you got a lot of them, you got to display them somewhere.
You throw them in the garbage.
No, you don't. Failed
What
prototype.
asshole.
You save and document.
Yeah, man.
In fact, this is clearly like exactly what Zach just said. It is, as you're looking through the tags, they're clearly dated. Every single one. They're looking at them in chronological order as you're going down them. You just kind of look and, oh, that one, that one, that one. As you're going down this list, like, the enchantments are getting more and more complex and harder to do, but these are obviously, like, either first attempts or just, like, benched projects for now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab the underwater armor.
Okay.
Or the light armor that allows you to hold your breath underwater when you're above ground.
Okay. It is a lovely maroon shade of leather armor.
Adding it to my inventory. I'm gonna trick someone with this.
Hey, let Fakir the Unalak salespeople take care of it.
I think Dragnos has
Or
got
he can
great
just
control.
steal it.
Yeah, I've got pretty high bluff skills, so I'm gonna be okay on this one.
Oh, okay.
He sold gold
Well-
to its own owner once before, don't you remember?
That's also something I did.
Yeah, you do have high bluff. Never mind.
And as you're stuffing it into whatever pocket cloak, well, you are wearing a big cloak that you stole from the cultist, unless you ditched that somewhere. Just
No,
you know,
I've got the cult cloak, I think.
okay. But as you're tucking it away, you hear the boom, and
I'll go check out what they're doing.
we'll go over to Vindanis, Unalak, and Jinx, where Jinx is laying flat on the floor, and Unalak and Vindanis are both staring at an obliterated wooden target, and Hoot Hoot is just running around.
Hoot Hoot, are you okay?
Excuse our interruption, I guess?
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. This man comes over to Jinx and like tries to haul her up and like tugs at her arm a couple times and then just like, you know, does the whole like helping hand, like I'm gonna pretend like I'm helping you up as I'm just like holding your hand as you stand yourself up kind of thing. Like I'm so sorry, dusting your armor off as you're. I did not.
Okay, dude.
I didn't see you there. As he's cleaning off, you see like about a half dozen of those like spider bots you saw earlier that crawled across, like start gathering around the debris of this target and like start picking it up and carting it away.
Well,
Alright.
we did come in fairly quietly because we weren't sure what the sounds were, so our apologies.
Yeah, First rule here: always announce your presence. Tabitha has a terrible time with that because.
I'm sure she does.
Yes. She does have a bell, but she rarely uses it. Of course, she rarely comes in here anymore ever since I turned her purple. But that's beside the point.
She's a very sweet girl.
She is. Too bad about that Displacer Beast incident. She's been with me ever since. Used to be a adventurer and then just took a Displacer Beast to the neck.
That would do it.
It does to most people. Most people don't even get off that lucky. Most people end up losing the entire head. And that just does not make for a fun time.
No, it probably ends their time.
Most cases, yes. Oh, I have yet to see one that has not done that, but I never say never because I usually end up breaking those laws anyway.
Yes. Yes.
Magic has a tendency to break some very fundamental laws.
We're good at that.
You are a skill. I am so sorry. I have not introduced myself, especially after almost, yes,
Oh,
that.
Jinx will be fine.
Yeah.
Jinx,
She
you
might be a little shaken up, but she'll be fine.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I've encountered worse.
I am Falon. I am sorry. It makes a slight bow at the same time as as he bows. He's wearing a bandolier full of tools as well as his little belt, and some of them start falling out. He starts clutching at his chest, sorry.
I'll catch a few before they fall to the ground.
Thank you, miss. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, that would be a thank. Oh, don't ever put this in your tea.
I'll make a note of that.
Yes. Just turns it very sour. It's not very pleasant to actually drink. Anyway,
I do Metro.
may I ask who you are? As much as I love visitors, I don't get them very often anymore. Ever since I put up that barrier.
Yes, well,
Well, your guardian kind of makes it a little hard.
we have time to talk later.
You
In
found
short,
you found the Guardian. I've been looking for him for ages.
He more
the
found
Guardian
me.
was actually delivered to Jinx.
Yeah.
Wait. Delivered?
Delivered.
Okay. Here's what happened. We're at a ball. Guy appears out of nowhere, old guy. He hands me this thing, says, "You must have it," and he disappears. It's just a little ball at the time. And when we got here, it got big and attacked us.
No. Wait, the Guardian...
Someone wanted us to find you.
Someone wanted you to... What did this old man look like? How old was he?
Real
Very.
old, if I remember.
He looked about in his 80s or 90s.
You're not there, Fakir.
Sorry, I have
Fairly old, kind of worn out, and almost withered.
I see. Was he wearing anything?
Now you're asking the hard questions. So much has happened since that ball.
Don't worry yourself about it. It's just when old men deliver strange packages to people that lead them to me, I tend to take an interest in that kind of thing.
I would too.
It definitely made for a
generally.
very interesting night, that was for certain.
Now you're saying the
He
ball
did
grew...
appear. He did appear in a strike of lightning, if that helps.
It sounds
Out of
like
nowhere,
magic.
boom, and he was here.
It sounds like magic.
I'm betting it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely was.
Oh, yeah. That is true. Now, you're saying you did not find my guardian.
It was given to
It was
me.
delivered to us, in which we found a sort of a clearing out of a forest, in which the ball took off, so we decided to follow it and led us here, to which it met its demise.
And the guy who gave it to me was very... He made sure he knew I had to have it. It was very specifically given to me.
So
I
you,
have no clue.
so you didn't find my guardian. Big metal ball, really big. Supposed to
We
attack.
saw that too.
Supposed to attack intruders and remain out of sight if it's not doing that. I've been looking for that thing for weeks.
That's the little ball that was given to me. When it got here, it got real big.
I don't think we're on the same page here. The guardian I'm talking about is huge. It can. I'm surprised I even got it to hide.
This thing was massive.
Perhaps we're talking... Do you have multiple silver ball guardian things?
It seems to be a very big trend with my constructs, yes. And he like lifts up something, and he tosses it to the floor, and immediately like pops out and has a little broom attachment. It just starts sweeping the floor. It's kind of my thing.
Spheres.
Yes.
Silver spheres.
I find them much more aesthetic.
There is much to be said for a perfect sphere.
There is, yes, there is. Perfect sphere is very attuned with its own elements. No matter what you if you carve something into a sphere, it tends to attune the elements much better to it. And I find it's much easier to make magic control something that's a perfect sphere than having all kinds of jagged edges attached to it that can
Agreed.
like vault off random magic and, shock you and end up turning your hair a little white.
Ah.
Well, anyway, this sphere led us here, so whatever it was, it wanted us to get here.
I see. I'm pretty sure if you went to the courtyard, that thing would still be in there.
Potentially.
Yes. I've been working on a key.
A key.
A key.
To what?
How did you get in?
We beat the sphere and the
Through
door
the front
came down.
door. We came in the front door.
You had a key.
That's what
If that's what that little sphere was, perhaps.
Maybe I can get out.
You've been stuck here?
Oh, yeah, experiments go wrong. You try and shield the entire nearby town from, gone wild constructs, and you end up locking yourself into a tower.
Bit of a Rapunzel situation, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And he starts like...
By the way, I completely forgot. Who did this guy introduce himself as?
Falon.
Okay, it was actually Falon. Good.
Yes, it was Falon. We're not just
Go on.
talking to a random weird ass dude.
Surprise.
At this point, I'd be like, fuck it, guys. Wrong guy. Time to leave.
Well, you wouldn't.
Anyway, perhaps we
I'm
can
not there.
converse later over a meal or something.
Yes. Tabitha should have dinner. What time is it? And he pulls out an hourglass. Like, even as he moves it, like, the
Wait,
glass...
hourglass?
Yeah, like an hourglass, and as he moves it around, like, the sand is still moving
The
the same...
sand still moves constantly.
Yeah, it still moves constantly in one direction, like, it's upside down, he flips it back over. Dinner should be ready shortly, he puts it back in his pocket.
But my name is Unalak, this is Vindonis, and we have Jinx. The rest of our party is farther back the corridor.
About now, Dragnos has turned the corner.
Ah, hello,
Oh,
Dragnos.
hi.
Glad to see you're concerned for us.
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I am Dragnos of the
Moist
Dark
cake.
Ages.
Dragnos of the freeway.
Yes. Actually, that's not me. That's someone else.
But yes, you will. This is our drow, and we also have a half elf and a dwarf with us.
You're a drow. Did you purchase him?
Oh no!
No.
I would not spend a dime on him.
People
So
don't
he's your
buy it.
bodyguard.
We
What?
kind of all just ended up together.
Ah,
We're
one
all
of those.
band of misfits.
One of those.
It was sort of a, if you don't mind the crudeness, sort of a clusterfuck situation that sort of
yes.
forced us this way.
Yes.
You think I would be her bodyguard and I gesture to Jinx?
I don't need one.
I don't know. There are many forms of strength. For all I know, you're her counselor, for a translator, if you will.
Potentially.
I guess.
But I'm the one that usually likes to do the talking.
Ah, as I've
She's
noticed.
better at it than him.
And your silent
You'll
friend
get us
over
in
here with the
trouble.
shield is very stoic
Vindonis
indeed.
is a wonderful, wonderful friend.
I see. Extends his hand.
What he lacks in physical words, he makes up in other ways.
Falon extends his hand to Vindonis.
And I kind of look him over, and then I shake his hand.
Ah, good firm shake. Good handshake. Yes.
He's gonna stab you. You better watch out, Ben. Cautious about every little thing.
Shall we?
But it's actually, I put a link through to Vindonis. Vindonis,
Yes.
do you think it would be improper to tell him that we can actually talk freely with Tabitha? Or should we keep that to ourselves?
I don't like to share that with people until I know I can trust them. So,
Very well.
as you probably saw with Tabitha, I didn't want to interrupt her and scare her. So,
Understandable.
yep, we're going to keep it on the DL for right now.
As you
Until
wish.
I get there.
Please don't.
Ah.
He'll try to put probes in Vindonis to see if he can mimic it for his constructs.
Hey, I mean, if he can
That'd
do
be
that,
cool.
you know, we could have a construct that can communicate with people telepathically.
We
I'd be okay
do.
with
It's
that.
called Vindonis.
Yeah,
He's not a construct, though.
then we'd have a backup one.
Yeah, just in case he gets dead.
Yeah, exactly.
It's dead.
Well, I'm glad that I'm that important to you guys.
You are that important. That's why we want a backup.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
You don't see any way making a backup for
Anyway,
me.
shall
Jeez.
we make our way through the
Yeah,
corridor,
no
Falon?
one needs to make a backup for Zach.
Or do you have things to clean up here before we see you for our meal?
Oh, no. The cleaners will take care of that. Very, very handy. And he, like, grabs you from around the shoulders and, like, starts leading you back around the corner where, Balder and Fakir are, like, working their way down the, aisles of the rows of shelves as, like, more and more of these little, like, crab-like things, like, converge onto this mess that he made and, like, keep hauling off stuff.
Dude,
sure
leave
there's
him
a few-
alone.
I'm
Don't
sure
play
there's
with
a few of those little constructs stuck in my beard, picking things I've left behind in there.
No.
Oh,
You'll have to forgive the dwarf.
I see they like you. You must be particularly dirty. I'm Falon.
Good to meet you.
You must be particularly dirty.
But don't worry, everyone tells me that I'm a dwarf. I live in holes. What do you expect?
True. I'm surprised that most dwarves don't end up having jewelry in there. I knew one that had his beard braided in order to keep it much cleaner. Ended up smelling to high heaven because of it, because he never washed them.
Did he have a
Oh,
silver bag
I'm
or a
so
golden
sorry.
bag?
Yes. Sleeping next to him was a nightmare. We had to take turns flipping coins.
At that point, I would hold him in the river,
Oh,
and then
Sounds like my cousin.
once he
Albrecht.
came out, then...
have you ever smelled a wet dog?
Oh, I can't imagine a wet door.
There's a very.
But once he
specific
dries
way
off,
you
he's
bathe-
bound to be a little bit better.
Oh,
There's a very special way you bathe a dwarf.
yes, we found that out with mud and lots of soapstone.
Exactly, it is so therapeutic and good for the skin.
Yes. I every
Maybe
once
you
in a
should do that more often.
I do
I
have
do.
I do that once in a while as myself. It does make me feel that I don't think we've met, Sir Half Elf, Tattoo Man.
Tattoo Man. Yes. Hi. I'm Balder.
Balder.
Ah, Balder. Yes. Do I know that name? What's your last name?
As long as you tell the person who also has his last name that I was never here or you have never met me, it's Fitch.
Deal.
Deal.
There. Now we can all get along.
I'm not a big fan of that man myself. He's a little eccentric for my tastes.
Yeah, you're telling me. Try living with him for close to 20 years.
You're his son. I always
Yes.
assumed that you were like a cousin of his.
No, I'm his
During the
son.
brief amount of time that you've known him.
No. The Fitch name is Balder is not exactly a common name, and Fitch is known if you're in the right circles.
Which circles is that?
Or the
magical.
wrong circles.
The kind that have people questioned for their sanity.
Oh, that kind.
That kind.
Yeah, that kind.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
You know,
Wow,
that
it's amazing that we
sense.
came across you, Balder.
Yeah.
Suddenly
totally.
the pieces are coming together.
You know,
How are you doing on sanity, Balder?
Every once in a while it slips a little bit, and I wrangle up a bear to help us. But I mean, for the most part, it's productive.
yes.
Fair enough.
It stays helpful.
As I've always argued, as long as your insanity is productive, you are no danger to society.
Here,
Yes.
here.
I would agree so much.
Now, shall we go have some slop?
Food?
Sounds good.
He
Lead the way, my good sir.
And
the meadery.
this guy is obviously like happy to have company. He like marches off with a spring to his step right out the door and turns the direction that Tabitha headed out the door and leads you upstairs, like a small spiral staircase upstairs to a little room with a couple tables, a little like hot plate looking thing with some gruel boiling on it.
My favorite.
There are plates beside the hot plate. Go ahead and dish yourself up some gruel.
Oh, yeah.
Gruel.
I'll get Hoodoo a small bowl as well. He's probably hungry.
It doesn't actually taste that bad. It's like someone boiled a steak and then mashed a steak up and then boiled it again and then like threw some kind of vegetable in there and you're just able to slurp it through a straw.
So really thin soup.
Kind of, yeah.
Meaty.
So, what is the making of this soup, or how did you call it?
Slop.
Slop.
It's about the only thing Tabitha can make, poor girl. Of course, I'm no better, so she's a better cook than I.
Well, what rations do you have around here?
I
mean, general meats and vegetables, I can sort of tell from this slop.
We do have a small garden out back. We do have a small chicken coop. I'm not sure where she gets the steak flavor from. I assumed rats at one point, but I haven't seen a rat for a while.
Sorry, rats aren't bad.
It's not rat, I can tell.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Leave it to Afthammer.
Hey, you eat it for 13 years and talk to me about the flavor of rat.
I think Hoodoo
Perhaps-
is enjoying his.
Perhaps Tabitha and I could spend some time together, and perhaps I could show her some other things to do with what rations you have.
I see.
no.
That would be delightful. Unfortunately, I don't have much of rations except for like too many iron rations. You are familiar with iron rations, are right?
Iron rations?
Iron rations. Fuck here, you
Please
don't know what iron
clarify.
rations are?
No, I've heard of them. I haven't tried one myself, but many of the clansmen that travel keep speaking of them.
Yes,
Not
they are.
many of them in high regard.
They are dwarven delicacy. I bought them foolishly in my youth. They last forever, but basically it's like eating a rock made of bread.
Would you happen to have some?
A
Yes.
bread rock.
Yes, and he walks over to a cupboard, opens it up, and just it's stacked to the top. You can't fit any more in there. And he's like, I made a mistake in ordering them one time. I'm not good at gambling, it turns out, and con artists are very, very good against me. I am embarrassed to say.
Well,
You
Yeah,
should have had Dragnos with you.
I'll gladly
What?
I'll gladly dig into these.
Help yourself.
You should have had
Oh.
Dragnos with you last time you were gambling.
I see.
Oh yeah,
He's
good at
pretty
that.
good.
I am.
I toss
You
won't-
things to
You
Hoodoo.
won't find better.
Now, and he like sits you down at the table. What brings you here? Actually, what led you here first off? Because this is not an easy place to find.
The silver bowl.
Yes, a
Like
little
I
silver
We
said.
get pointed in
Yeah.
destruction by a little gnome guy who claims he had known you at some point.
Yes,
He
yes.
pointed us in the right direction.
Short guy ran a shop in West River, right?
Yes,
Yes, he was an
that's
old
him.
he was an old companion of mine. I taught him the ways of artificing. We got along for a time. Then I
He's
think-
a generally nice fellow.
I think I started to wear on him because I found my personality seems to wear on people.
You know, it's
I like it.
us different people have a
Everyone starts out
tendency
that
to,
way.
you know.
Welcome to my life. We're gonna get along just fine.
Trust me, I'm not the easiest one to get along
Or
with.
perhaps Fakir would just swear on you as well.
Yeah, hey, we haven't thrown him out yet, so that's a good sign for you.
Yeah.
It may be partially the fact that I was scraping his toes for the fungus to do experiments on later.
Personally, I thought that'd be a good thing, so he no longer has
Did
fungus
you-
on his toes.
See, that's the thing. Gnomes actually grow fungus on their toes to keep infection down.
Really?
Did you ask first?
I insisted. He was uninsistent. Yes.
Did you make a deal? Or did you just do it?
Describe a deal. I mean, I offered
Was he going to
compensation.
benefit? Was he going to benefit of any sort out of your scraping his fungus?
I was offering profits in a vaccine.
Potentially not enough. Unless you were to directly benefit, however. That is of the past and
Yes,
long
yes.
gone.
I believe we made amends. I order things from him once in a while. Not that I've had to in a decade. But
Is that when you sealed yourself in here?
it's been about 3 years now. It was just after Tabitha. I attracted the. I was doing some experiments with trying to open new portals to the Feywild and Shadowfell, and ended up attracting a displacer beast, which attacked Tabitha's poor adventuring party. Yes. Then I sealed myself in.
We see.
The Feywild.
Yes.
That strikes a chord with me. Anyway,
See,
I'm in my. Oh, sorry. Go on.
there are a handful of portals around the world to get into
Yes.
the Feywild permanently. However, there are some magical items that allow you temporary transport into the Feywild and back out of it as a sort of shortcut between places. There has been no way so far to create a permanent portal that will keep you anchored in the Feywild permanently until you decide to leave. And I was trying to do that and succeeded for about 30 minutes.
that's not bad.
No, it's
That's a
not.
start.
It's not.
Then you got stuck into
Kind of reminds me of
afterwards.
Adonis's cape.
It unfortunately it tends to suck in whatever the portal opens up near when it opens in the Feywild, which I've had one poor Eladrin, half of a deer, displacer beast. It's just been a mess. And when I started doing
Yeah.
teleportation experiments, I decided to seal myself in for the good of anyone around me, and here I am, unable to get out.
You did a little
Do
too good of a
you
job.
Do you want that to be broken?
I haven't thought of it, actually. I have not thought of that. See, what I'm actually worried about is how you are going to get out, because I could live here indefinitely. I've got enough toys to have my attention. By the way, what brought you here? Why did you hunt me down?
Oh, do I have a load of questions for you?
We'll let Baldur take care of this
I
one.
love questions.
Go ahead, Baldur.
First and foremost, I guess that the group really wants to know is we have the staff. We've been tracking its origins for quite some time. It's a corrupt staff. It summons the undead. It's an interesting item. I don't know. I think Vendonis has it right now.
I do
Yeah.
have it.
May I see
Best to
it?
keep
Oh,
it in the
it's a
purest
evil
hands.
thing.
But yes, it has incredible powers to summon dead, and I don't know if you've heard this, considering that you probably haven't had some visitors in some time, but entire villages are just disappearing.
Like buildings and all?
Ghost towns are left.
Like my tower, or
no,
like the people
just the inhabitants.
are That is a completely different story.
Not a living thing.
Not a living thing is left.
Not a goat to be found.
May I see the staff? And he like starts fiddling in his tool belt and like takes it off, lays it out on the counter, like, give it to me.
Oh, we have someone who's excited.
I love new things. I love
You
strange
got it?
things.
Do you want to take it out, Vindonis?
Yeah.
Would you mind whipping out your staff for me?
And he whips
Long
out his
enough.
staff.
He just like grabs it,
And then hand it.
hand it to him. He grabs it and like lays it down. Well, I can already tell it's not a. It is corrupt. Yes, you are right. Have you been told it's
We know
conduit?
it's sort of a corrupt conduit.
Okay, yes, you do know it's a conduit. This is not a source of power. It is meant to flow one power to another. Where was this placed when you first found it?
An
In
altar.
an altar.
No, like in the ground, in a tree, floating above
In
the.
In an altar. Stabbed halfway
There was
through.
a crack in an altar, and it was shoved through that.
Crack in an altar shoved through that. Okay.
And a lot of purple fog.
And then undead. Lots of undead.
Purple.
Very
Well, the
big
purple
ones.
fog dissipated after we took the staff out.
Purple. Purple fog.
Purple.
I said purple.
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 Oh,
Purple.
why are we yelling purple?
No, you're a turtle.
Everybody said purple.
Anyway,
Now that this
what are
stone-
your thoughts, Falon?
Well, this is a staff turned into something else. We have said that. In fact, this is most likely, he looks at it, a healing staff. There is obviously some kind of inscription that is a seal of protection on it to protect the staff from being interrupted when it's in the middle of whatever it does. Was anyone else around when you discovered the staff?
Nope.
No, the village had been disappeared.
Well,
No inhabitants.
the people in the nearby village were gone with no sign of what happened to them.
I see. Let's see here.
And and on our journey from there to here, we have come across, several villages of said stature.
Well,
I see.
we came
We've only
across.
heard rumors.
I see. And
Yeah.
he picks up the staff and just walks out of the room with it, just staring at it.
I'm going to follow him.
You're gonna
I think
follow
we
him?
made
closely.
good day today.
I'm gonna keep eating bread. I'm actually gonna see if Hoot wants to try one.
It feels like you're,
Hoot Hoot would probably love it.
it feels like you're chewing gravel as you're trying to eat this thing.
Good gravel. Good texture.
Does Hoot Hoot like it?
Hoot hoot. At least it's useful for
Digestion.
A
No.
chew toy.
No, it's you know how birds when they eat they have to eat like small stones to grind up their food. The gizzard.
Gravel or
Do owls do that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's like a
Albert?
gizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if owls had it or not.
I believe so.
Wasn't sure.
If not, owl bears now have gizzards because at least he's pecking at it in order to use it as rocks for the gizzard.
Owls do have gizzards.
Okay, I know they vomit up like things they can't digest.
Pellets.
Yeah, they have
Curiosity, is Tabitha still in the room?
Tabitha has not been seen.
Well, I'm gonna go for a second bit of gruel.
It's a big
I'm
pot.
gonna follow Falon.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
so
follow Falon?
I'm following Falon. Baldur's following Falon.
He is just mumbling
I'll
under his
go
breath.
I'm actually gonna keep eating. I'll be right back.
He makes a sharp corner, goes into like a study area with just tons of reams of paper everywhere, books laying scattered, shelves half just disheveled. It looks like a tornado went through here, but there's obviously some sort of system because he just like walks up to a shelf, grabs an armful of books while holding the staff still in one hand, and just walks back out, just still staring at the staff, muttering under his breath.
Okay then.
I say let the man work and see what we come up with in the next several minutes.
Thank you for listening to the Nat 20 podcast. If you like what you heard, please give us a good rating on iTunes. If you want to see the video version, please take a look at us at Security Goats on YouTube. Have a good day.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just sarcastic remarks, please email us at nat20podcast@gmail.com.